Hey y'all, how's it going? Dana with Sullivan Family Homestead here for our Thursday live chat. On time, relatively.
Hey y'all.
Hey
How's it
Cherish,
going?
hey
Dana with
Opal.
Sullivan Family
Hold
Homestead.
on, get rid of that noise. How's it going, guys? What's everybody up to this evening? I don't know. Oh, I do know why it looks that way. Hold on. Well, maybe I don't have extra light today. Okay. Well, sorry about that. Miss Opal, my mom is doing okay. She had been taking some antibiotics, and her leg inflammation has gone down. What is that? Cellulitis is what she had. Has actually, and so she's just kind of taking it easy and taking care of herself, thankfully. So, hey Melissa, how's it going? Hey Miss Kelly. So, let's see here. I gotta make a couple of quick changes here. There we go. So, anyway, yes, we are praying for it to be gone. She's had some scares and a rough time with that, and I saw pictures of it, and it absolutely kills me because she's in Iowa and I'm in East Tennessee, and so I don't get to go and spend time with her or help her out or whatever. So it's been kind of rough seeing it from pictures and talking to her on the phone and everything, and I wish I was there to help her out with it. So anyway, yeah, it is kind of far. It's 12 and a half hours drive from our house to hers, so it's kind of a bummer. But anyway, so how's everybody doing tonight? Today's a good day, I hope, for most everyone. Do we have anybody from Texas in here? You guys watching the news on that? I mean, that's some pretty intense stuff, huh? I talked to Jonathan over at Lone Star Living, and they said they're a couple 100 miles away from all of the flooding and stuff, so they're high and dry, which is good to know. So, you have friends in it, Opal? It's scary business. I know every time something like this happens, it's incredible to me. We talk about how our country's going to hell in a handbasket, but my pappy used to always say that the world's going to hell in a handbasket. But then you see stuff like this happen, and folks really do pull together, and it's impressive to see how people actually can come together even today when we're fighting and arguing over absolutely every single thing there is to fight and argue about. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Miss Opal says a friend lives in a second story and water came in her garage. Holy mackerel. Melissa says we have some family down there and the house is flooded. That's not cool. I haven't heard yet. I know that there's quite a few of relief efforts and things like that going on, but I haven't heard of any places locally here yet. Hey, Suburban, how's it going? Haven't heard of any places locally here yet that are doing any kind of rescue efforts or what am I trying to say? Recovery efforts and food drives, clothes drives, things like that. So I'm keeping an eye out. And if you guys know of anything that's going on, send me a message on Facebook over on our Sullivan Family Homestead page and let me know, because I really want to help get the word out. Any little thing that we can all do is a whole lot altogether, right? So it's really nice to know that we can still get together for things like that. Even if nothing else, it's nice that we can get together for things like that. So another week has gone by, and you guys don't see regular videos from me right now. And you know, I'm sorry that that's the case, but you know, it is what it is. Life has been busy, and you know, getting ready for some of our craft fairs that we have going on, and then of course the Homestead conference. So on top of doing regular regular customers orders and whatnot, I've been pretty busy. So I could be doing some of these videos, yarn spinning and stuff like that, while I'm doing these orders and whatnot, though. And I do have a couple of videos coming up that do show the process for spinning, all the way from a raw filthy fleece to the cleaning, to the drying, to the carding, to the spinning, to the yarn. So I should have something like that up, I don't know, soon. So Miss Kelly says she was on a live stream with Country Girl, and she volunteered to do rescue and recovery today. Wow. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's cool that she can do that. So, but as you guys can see, we've got a couple of new admins. Wonderful Blessed Life and Suburban Hillbilly. I've marked you guys as admins, if you wouldn't mind. Keep an eye on things. So I know Jonathan's busy with things for himself and for his wife. You know, they're dealing with some stuff there. And then Miss Lori over at Whimsical Wonder Farm's been pretty busy too. So yeah, I need a couple more people to keep an eye on things for me. Miss Kelly says she found a mama with 2 babies in their attic. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? Wonderful Blessed Life says, LML, I'm tired. It took you saying it for it to register. Copy is not working. That's awesome. So, anywho, this past week has been much of the same as far as working and stuff goes. We've been out there working, and we've been keeping up with things and trying to get the garden ready for fall planting. Opal says now it looks like the East Coast is getting a bad one too. Yeah, I'm not sure when it's supposed to hit or where exactly, but I did hear something about it. Suburban, I'm sorry to hear it's been a rough day, hun. I hope it gets better for you. Just think it's almost bedtime. That makes it better. Hey, Roberta's. Hey, Sandy's. So, Sandy says driving home and just listening, not stalking. That's okay. Stalk away. So, anyway, I have been working on some things, and those of you folks who also follow us on Instagram or our Facebook page probably have seen little snippets of some of the things that I've been up to lately. I have some crochet work that I've been doing, and I have some paper crafting stuff that I've been doing too. And so, you know, I've been pretty busy with that, but I post little snippets now and then on Instagram, and especially Instagram, and then usually send it on over to our Facebook page too. So if you guys aren't following us on Instagram, that's where you want to be for the during the day weekly fix. So what's that? What happened? Oh, Suburban says she had to have her dog put to sleep today. I'm really sorry to hear that. Really and truly, that's rough. You know, when it really and truly comes to it, I mean, I'll tell you, I think that I would choose my dog, hands down, over most people I know. I know that's not necessarily a nice thing to say, but any day of the week and twice on Sunday. My babies are my babies. Hey, Miss Donna, thanks for coming in. Roberta says, what kind of paper crafting? I make cards, ATCs, and mixed media stuff. Miss Roberta, I have a new Facebook page called Stampin' Chick Stampin' Up. And let's see if maybe Melissa, are you on that Facebook page by chance? If so, would you mind posting the link here in the chat? Roberta, I do all sorts of paper crafting type stuff. Cards, scrapbooks, banners, altered media, 3D items, all sorts of things. Actually, I had entered paper mannequin, like the dress form figures, you know, that dressmakers use. I had made a 3D paper version that's like 16 inches tall or something, and entered it into the fair this year. And that bugger took me like a couple of weeks to get done. So you have a box getting ready to come to me? Like a box? Hey, bee lady, how's it going? What kind of box do you have coming this way? I didn't know about this box, did I? Well, anyway, I think Melissa went to get that link for us, guys. So, but anyways, I have just recently become a Stampin' Up demonstrator. It kind of fits in, actually, it fits 100% in with what I really enjoy doing. And let me see here. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second and I'll get that page. But basically, you know, I am absolutely all about, I can't talk and type at the same time, just so we're clear. I am all about paper crafts especially, and so it just seemed like the logical thing to do to join Stampin' Up. And so now I can host card classes and workshops and show techniques and things like that. So there's my Facebook page if you're interested. Excuse me, I'm gonna get a drink. I talk too much apparently. There we go. Anyway, I have some workshops coming up soon and card classes, and I'm getting ready to set up a couple of virtual workshops because, you know, I've got quite a few friends back home, and then a lot of you wonderful folks would maybe be interested in doing that sort of thing. So I'm getting together the details on how to do virtual workshops in a way that doesn't require you to spend a lot of money, but still we can work together. And then basically what I'm expecting is that you will basically pay for a little kit, and I will mail it out to you weeks prior to the workshop. And there will be a specific date and time, let's say next Tuesday at 7 p.m. on the Facebook channel, and it will have a live video of us doing that particular workshop. So if that makes sense. And that way I can interact with you guys like I am right now. You can ask me questions or whatever, and you can be watching me put the pieces together and doing the techniques in the live stream. And so that way you guys can be working on them also. So it's pretty cool. Bee Lady says she's interested. Miss Bee Lady, if you scroll up just a little bit, I posted the link to my Facebook page. You can go there and like and follow the page and just put a comment on the wall and let me know that you're interested. Let me know that you're there. and let me know that you're interested in virtual workshops. And, you know, there you go. So, yes, thank you, Melissa. Let's see. Roberta says, I wanted to do that too, but don't know how to go about it. Are you talking about doing like a live virtual workshop type thing? Let's see. Okay. Miss Kelly says she's in too. Fabulous! Looks like I'm going to be putting together my first virtual workshop faster than I thought. B-Lady, it is going to be a lot of stamping. So, Miss Roberta, I'm going to have to go check out your channel. I'll have to do that after this, though, because if I go switching around, I'll never get back to you guys, and I won't see the comments on here. So, and if I can't see myself talk, then I'm blind, and then I'm totally clueless, like you saw a minute ago where I was searching for my Facebook page. Had to stop for just a second because I can only think about one thing at a time right now. So, but anyway, let's see. B-Lady says, I spent a small fortune several years ago to do stamping and learning myself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, I hope you didn't throw any of your stuff away. I will definitely get this set up so that we can so we can get something going. Most definitely, because I really enjoy it. And I love doing the workshops. I love teaching folks new things. I really enjoy seeing that whole, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. I love it. That's what I live for, truly. Hey, Soap Peddler, how's it going? Well, I'm really glad that you kept at least the cards anyway. Like I said, we'll get the virtual workshop going, and I'll put kits together. So, let's see. Kelly says, Dana, I've decided I am going to chat with my hubby, and just maybe I will start doing YouTube videos. Very cool. Hey, Four Hearts, you're not too late. It's okay. Come on in. So, but yes, I really enjoy doing the workshops, and these virtual workshops, you will literally have a kit of everything that you need and want. Actually, actually, hold on just a second, guys. You know I can't talk and look at the same time, so hold on just a second. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I don't know if I can or not. Let me see if this works. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Okay, so basically there is a program called Paper Pumpkin, and it is essentially exactly like what I'm talking about, how you can, here I go, I can't think and talk at the same time. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, I can't do that. I can't think and talk at the same time. Miss B Lady, comment on my wall that you would like to do a virtual workshop, and that will remind me to get it all set up, and it will give me the ability to link up your Facebook name with you, and that way I'll know to add you. Hey, how's it going, Big Bear? Nice to see ya. Yes, Roberta, Paper Pumpkin kits are fun. So there's a promotional thing going on right now from Paper Pumpkin. If you've never signed up for the kit before, or haven't in a really, really long time, you can get the kit for $9.98. And if you go to my Facebook page and scroll down just a little bit, you will see this big description about it, and there is the website, and there's a promotion code, and it tells you where to go and what to type in and all this stuff. Yeah, Big Bear, I've been doing this on Thursdays from 8 to 9 for, I don't know, a few months now. maybe a couple of months. Anyway, yeah, generally it's every Thursday at 8 p.m. And I try to get off by 9 o'clock because the Pratt Family comes on right after. And let's face it, everybody wants to go hang out with the Pratts, including me. So, yes, please. Did you just get off? Because I hadn't seen you on today. But I've been busy working on one of those projects, you know, that you and I need to be chatting about because I've started working on it. And, you know, anyway, we'll chat soon, right? So, Miss B Lady, yes, I am selling the paper pumpkin kit. If you go to my Stampin' Up! Facebook page, and yes, right there's the link, and you scroll down just a little bit, you will find a big box picture that talks about paper pumpkin, and it has the web page, and it has the promotion code, and it talks about basically what paper pumpkin is. And so basically what it is it's this really cool little kit that comes in the mail once a month directly to your door, and it has absolutely everything in it that you could possibly use for whatever the project is. So if you have, like, you know, it has the stamps, it has the ink pads. When you get the first kit, it'll include a stamping block with it too, and you'll just keep that and use it for all the other kits afterwards. It literally has everything. In fact, it even has little adhesive dots on a sheet, so you don't even have to buy additional adhesive. So it's a perfect thing for you, like if you're just starting out. It has a little booklet that comes with it that has step-by-step picture instructions. I mean, it's super easy, really simple to do. And let's see here. B Lady, yes, it is one of those monthly box things, and it is absolutely amazing. So the first one right now, if you go sign up until I want to say it's the 10th of September, but you have to have it paid and signed up for and everything by the 10th of September. So within the next few days, you can sign up for it for the first month for $9.98. It's normally $19.95. So, you know, you can do that. Hey, Pickers, how's it going? Yes. Big Bear, that is affirmative. I am. I've started picking through it and cleaning it up, and yes. So, but now is this Jason or Miss Robin? Okay, Melissa. So anyway, yeah, that program is really amazing. It actually is a fabulous one, and the stamp cubes are called Stampin' Spots. That's right. Everything is pre-punched. The cardstock is there. The embellishments, absolutely everything is there. And the projects range from cards to banners to a planner book to all sorts of things. Yes, Jason, I figured it must have been you because Miss Robin and I already had a little bit of a conversation the other day. So she's got a little of an in. B Lady says, Sullivan, do you work with crickets? I don't have a cricket. I actually have a silhouette. Basically, it's the same thing. So I really enjoy it, though. It actually helps with a lot of stuff. I can cut out a lot of things at one time, and I don't have to cut it by hand, so there's that. Hey, Grizz, how's it going? So anyway, there's that. Roberta has a scan and cut too. That's very cool. Very cool. I got the silhouette, the first silhouette, years ago because at the time Cricut would only work with those cartridges. You know, you couldn't just download things off the internet like you can with the silhouette. But since then, Cricut stepped it up, so they've changed it to where they can, their machine can take things off the internet the same way Silhouette can. But I've had Silhouette all this time, and so when I upgraded excuse me, when I upgraded to the new Silhouette, I just kept Silhouette because I really appreciate it, and it's a good machine. So B Lady says, good, I got one. It's on the shelf next to the card paper. So basically, you are ready to go. Mr. Grizz, how you doing today, sir? But anyway, so yeah, we're really busy with all sorts of stuff. Wow, hey Charles, how's it going? Old Alabama Gardener's in here this evening. It's so nice for y'all to be in here. I really appreciate seeing y'all here. Miss B Lady, I would say if you have a Cricut, at this point, unless it's one of the old ones that doesn't get online and get the images, then I would just stick with your Cricut, because there's no sense in spending the kind of money that they cost, you know, just to get a new machine, unless of course you just want to, in which case, have at it. So, Big Bear asks, what's a Cricut? A Cricut is actually a die cutting machine. It's a personal size die cut machine, costs a whole lot less than the big fancy schmancy commercial ones, but you can still do 12-inch wide designs to however many feet designs. So like I could cut a decal out for you to put on your car or whatever, you know, I could use it for that. All right, Miss Kelly, thanks so much for coming by. You have a good night. So anyway, it's pretty neat. Hey, Cab 7, how's it going? Roberta says Cricut Silhouette scan and cut, or cutting machines to cut a shape. Yes, and also there's another one called Gemini that I hadn't heard about before, but that one's pretty interesting too. It's actually like the Big Shot, the manual die cut machine, but it's electric. So you put your dies in there and zip it through, and it does it for you. You don't have to crank it. So that's kind of neat. A friend of mine got one of those, and she had asked me about it, and I had no idea. I'd never even heard of it before. But she was telling me about it, and that's pretty cool. So, but anyway, I have been doing a lot of work. I have this contraption here that Matthew made for me, and it really and truly looks like an archaic device, but it picks fibers. So when I wash whatever, you know, fleeces, it's kind of like this, and you know, I can pick it through like this here, and it opens the fibers up so that I can put it in my spinning wheel. Anyway, I've been working on that all day. I have a huge bin full of fiber I've been working on, and I'm weaving or not weaving, spinning Miss Lori's alpaca for her, so there's that. Jason, that's a really good question. We need to get together and figure that out, don't we? I have never been out there, so I don't even know what's available. Are you guys going to be there Friday night to help set up? Because if so, I think that's already planned, isn't it? Miss Roberta, I actually do a little bit of felting, but not very much. In fact, I'm doing some wet felting today. I'm doing some wet felting today, and it's giving me a hard time, but it'll be okay. You guys are going to be there on Thursday? Holy mackerel. No, I can't get there that early. B Lady says, Sullivan, if you are teaching at the conference, is there something we need to purchase before so we can work along with you? Actually, I really am glad that you said that, because Matthew has made us some drop spindles, and I'm going to have my big wheel there. I shouldn't say my big wheel. I don't mean the walking wheel. I mean my regular spinning wheel. And then we're also going to have about a dozen or so drop spindles, and I'll have those out and available for people to purchase, as well as using them to learn to drop spindle with. So we'll be spinning fiber on the drop spindles, which is really fun. You guys are gonna love it. But the spindles are made out of oak, so they're gonna be really nice, and they're really simple, so it's easy for beginners to use. And I'm planning to have some bumps of fiber available for sale, and I'll have some other stuff that I can use for us to practice spinning with. So I have some merino fiber that I got a year or so ago. It's already in roving, and it's good stuff for practicing with and playing with, but it has a little bit of vegetable matter in it, because it's just not like top quality stuff. So we can use that stuff to practice with, and merino is really good to use for practicing because it's got a nice grip to it. It's not silky smooth like this Surrey alpaca I'm working with right now. So let's see, the fiber dyed or all natural? It actually just depends. I do both. A lot of the fiber that I work with, like this stuff here, is natural. This is actually Surrey alpaca, and it's really nice stuff. This is all natural, but I do dye stuff too. I did this up today, and some of the fiber in here I've done I've done myself, and I dyed. Let's see, I missed somebody. Hey, Homemaker on the Homestead. Oh, I'm so glad Dale has recommended you. I'm glad that you're here. All right, pickers, have a good night. Let's see. B Lady says she'll purchase a drop spindle ahead of time, okay, and also some fibers, so I won't be out of it. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, B Lady. You just message me on Facebook. So anyway, yeah, I'll have the drop spindles. I'll have fiber there. I have a fabulous gal who does some amazing work with fiber. She actually takes different varieties like alpaca, merino. She does some silks and things like that. And like you guys see the little pouches on the wall over there, those are all some of my natural fibers, and they're all dyed different colors and different things. But this gal takes some of those fibers and she dyes them whatever colors, and then she turns them into fabulous bats, which are basically like you think of quilt batting. It would be like this on a thicker and fuller scale. And then you would actually pull strips off like I've done with this one. But she does amazing stuff. I mean, she has like red, white, and blue, or, you know, the colors in this. Maybe she would use this as an inspiration, and she would put these colors all in one bat. And she adds sparkly stuff to it, and she adds silks to it, and they're gorgeous. They're pretty on the shelf, and they're fabulous to spin with. Let me see. I have to show you now that I'm talking about it. Hold on a second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So, like, she has these, and you see how the colors are, and you can see the sparkles in there. She does this, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And there's a red and blue one, and you see it's got the sparkles too. And so anyway, I'm working with her and hoping that we can get it worked out, and if we do, then she'll be sending me a handful of those bats to take over to the conference too and sell. And then if that's the case, then my stuff will all be natural stuff, and I'll just sell the natural fibers, undyed, you know, just for those who have allergies or want the natural colors or whatever. And then she'll have a handful of the colored, beautiful stuff like that that will also be there on the table, so that you can get either the natural stuff or you can get the cutesy tootsy stuff. So, and then I have my friend Donna making some of these bags. This one is mine. I love it. But she's making some bags for our drop spindles. So folks will be able to, you know, pick up a spindle if they want to, pick up some fiber and pick up a bag to keep it in. But this is some of that fiber that come off of the bat that she did. And this is what it looks like spun up as a single. So basically, I'll be teaching people how to use the drop spindle. And then if folks want to buy the spindle they're using, even, they can. And they can get some fiber too, so they can be walking around playing with some fiber while they're at the conference. I don't know, Miss Roberta. Is it? Donna had found this fabric at one of her fabric shops she goes to, and she knew that I like the Americana stuff, so she got that for me and made it. It's quilted and it's just plain white on the inside. But let's see. Old Alabama Gardener says, Green Gables Homestead, I'm going to do a demonstration on gardening at CT Garvin on 9 September. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see here. B-Lady says, are you going to have a direction sheet for us to take with us? No, I probably won't, simply because it really and truly is, it really and truly is simple. And once you figure it out, you won't need an instruction sheet. It'll be fine. You just need to remember to spin one way for regular singles, and then spin the opposite way to ply it together to make doubles. Really and truly, that's the only thing that you need to actually remember. Everything else is just a matter of practice. So I'm going to make it super, super simple. Super, super simple on you. Miss B Lady, you go ahead and sit with me all day long. Bring you a camp chair. See you later, Jason. We'll get in touch really soon, okay? Message me on Facebook. So anyway, I'm getting that kind of stuff together, and then I've still got a couple of craft fairs to do between here and there. So we've got some stuff to get ready for that. So we're doing some horseshoe stuff and things like that too. So, you know, it's busy, and, you know, we're just keeping up with it, and then we'll be at the conference, and then after that, so I saw Opal ask, how's the baby chick? Miss Opal, I wish that I could share a picture. I wish that I could share a picture on Facebook. I mean, from Facebook on here. Basically, go check us out on Instagram. It's what, Sullivan _family _homestead at Instagram. Let's see here. There we go. We post pretty often. I say we. I post fairly often on Instagram, and it could be any little thing that I'm doing at the time. But basically, the baby is doing really good. He's growing like a weed, of course. And let me see if I can't. I can never get my computer to. It's just not gonna do it. It is not gonna do it. Oh, that kills me. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm sorry. But basically, he's doing really good, and I'm turning him into a house chicken. um, as it is, I put a dish towel over my shoulder, and I put my hand into the brooder box like this, and he hops up into it, and I go like this, and he hops up there, and then he settles in and just hangs out. Yes, yes, he is a boy. Yeah, it's true. I was disappointed at first and was worried because, in the first place, we talked about if he was a boy, what was going to have to happen, because we already have the Polish rooster outside. And I didn't want more than one rooster. We had a couple of roosters before when Charlie was alive, which is Pip's dad, and the idea of having too many roosters, you know what I'm saying? Like it was stressful on the hens, so so we had to get rid of one if he were a male, and of course it would have been him because we already have the Polish rooster. As it turns out, though, clearly he was meant to be here because when we went to Tractor Supply to pick up chick feed, because obviously we didn't have any, we haven't had chicks in a little while, they had some Polish pullets in there that were just like 2 days old. And so we figured we were thinking about needing to get some chicks to put with him in the brooder anyway, so he wouldn't be by himself. And so when we found out that they had Polish pullets in there, we thought, this is it. This is a sign to keep him. So we ended up getting the 3 pullets and put them in with him. And so now, once they get all grown up, Frankie Frankie the Polish rooster is going to go into the new little chicken coop out back with the 3 Polish pullets. My goodness, say that 10 times fast. And then that will leave an opening for a rooster in the hen house. So Pip will go into the hen house with the girls. So as it turns out, we will end up with 2 roosters. But they'll each have their own little flock of girls to look after. So it turns out well. Let's see. Suburban says, I couldn't have chickens. I get too attached. I don't need a chicken in the house. I generally speaking, I don't get attached. I was really attached to Pip's mama, Charlotte, because she was the first chicken that we got here at this homestead. And so she was the one that started the flock here. And she was an absolutely gorgeous silver-laced Wyandotte, and she was super friendly, and she would eat out of my hands, and she was just fabulous. I mean, she would follow me around like a dog. So she was great. I got attached to her. And then Charlie was the rooster, and we just named him because, the rooster, as long as they keep in and they do what they're supposed to do with the flock and they aren't mean or aggressive, they're not going anywhere. I'm not going to cull the roosters every year. I'm going to keep him until he's old and decrepit. So, he had a permanent place in the flock, but when Charlotte got attacked, Charlie had tried to protect her. He was doing what roosters are supposed to do, and he had tried to protect her, and he got fatally wounded in the process. And we spent a good week and a half trying to get him back to good, but he just didn't make it. So Pip is the baby of these 2 chickens. So, he kind of has a special place anyways, So, anyway, Wonderful Blessed Life says, roosters would not work here. We have chickens right by our bedroom window. Actually, as it turns out, this little chicken coop in the back that I'm talking about, is about 25, 30 feet from our bedroom window. Well, maybe it's a little bit farther than that, but not much. It's pretty close to our bedroom window. But I absolutely love it. Like, I am totally fine with that being my alarm clock in the morning. And Frankie's pretty good about not getting too excited before like 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's okay. Now, I don't know about Pip. We'll have to see. He hasn't tried to crow or anything yet because he's still really little, of course. I mean, he's still just, that big. But he has the lacing, like silver laced Wyandotte. He's got the lacing on his wings. But the lacing is weird. It's kind of speckled and broken, not like how the silver laced Wyandottes have the really nice, V shapes in their feathers. His is different. It's more like speckles or something. It's interesting. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what he looks like all grown up because he's going to be neat. Roberta says, we had a few roosters with our hens and they never fought. Not sure why. I love roosts. And they would crow at various times, early morning and daytime, but not at night. Yeah, that's the way ours were too, Roberta. We actually had 2 roosters. At the time, we had Charlie and we had, oh my goodness, I totally forgot what we called him. Anyway, Rue. I'll just call him Rue because I can't remember. But anyway, we had 2 roosters. One of them was a great big black rooster. And he was like cock of the block. He was the old man. He was really old. I don't know, several years. We had got him from auction and he was already fully grown and his legs were like that big around. I mean, he was massive. Actually, now that I think about it, he may have been a Jersey Giant. May have been. But anyway, he was this just massive black rooster and he was beautiful and he was in charge of the girls. He kept them all corralled. He took care of things. And occasionally Charlie would get overly interested in one of the girls and the Roo would chase him off, but normally they get along pretty well. So, but the reason why I don't want multiple Roos in with my girls now is because they're all young pullets and I don't want them to get too stressed. So I prefer more eggs than worrying about babies or anything like that. So, anyway. Wonderful Blessed Life says, how are your pumpkins doing for the Whistle Thicket contest? Let me tell you how my pumpkins are doing. All but one of them rotted into the ground. Yep. We got squash bugs, and I'm assuming squash bugs, some kind of critters, and they just completely obliterated our pumpkins. I mean, completely obliterated them. I've got one pumpkin that I've got in a cool, dark place that I'm hoping I'll be able to actually decorate. I'm thinking about maybe spray painting it to preserve it or something. But otherwise, yeah, I'm done. I'm totally out. So, let's see. Green Gables says, I'm very glad we ended up getting a rooster. He's so sweet and great with the hens, but man, his spurs are so long. No problems with it yet, but I know there's a time coming. It's quite possible if his spurs are that long and you haven't had any issues yet that you're not going to. Roo's spurs were huge, and we never, ever had any trouble with them. I mean, he never even challenged me in any way, shape, or form. I would go into the chicken coop. I would go into the run. I would approach them when they were free range, and he never once tried to do anything. He never even followed me too closely. He was wonderful. So I would say just keep an eye, be cautious, of course, because that's the good thing to do. And unless you see him do something, or unless he starts to get aggressive with you, I wouldn't even worry about it. But you can clip them off, the little nail on the end. You can clip that off if you're concerned about it, just in case. But to be honest with you, especially if they free range, you want to leave it on there if at all possible, because that's obviously their protection. So yeah, the only one that I have that actually survived the pumpkin is already orange. So, you know, yeah. Yes, Old Alabama Gardener says, all our friends here, be sure to watch the Four Hearts Ranch on Two Family Homestead channel on the 11th of September at 9 Eastern Time. And actually, with that being said, Two Family Homestead really and truly get a great turnout on their live streams on Monday evenings, always Monday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And they have some pretty incredible guests. In fact, I think, Mr. Charles, are you not also one of their guests coming up soon? I think so. And Cherish over at Hope's Homestead is. They've already interviewed Danny and Wanda. They've had Maria, the Concrete Kid. They've had several others, quite a few. They've had Mike and Jenny. They've had a lot of them. So you guys want to go check out their channel too, and maybe one of my admin can post their link on here. Yes, Mr. Charles says the 18th of September. So yeah, they have a really great channel. I really enjoy watching them do their live streams, and of course Miss Sherry and the girls doing their cooking. That's always great. So go check out their channel for sure, and go check out Mr. Charles' channel too, because anytime you guys have any questions about gardening, anything, I'm telling you, that man knows it. He really and truly does. So that's right, Roberta. Melanie Lynn from Road to the Farm was their guest this last week. You are absolutely right. Hey, Full Spectrum, how's it going? There you go. There's the link. So anyway, yeah, there really are quite a few fantastic channels out here. So let's see, the viewers' questions are one of the main events of the show. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mr. Charles. It is awesome. Speaking of fabulous YouTube channels, it is 8:58 p.m., which means y'all have approximately 2 minutes to get over to the Pratt Family Homestead's live stream, because they'll be starting soon too. So we better go ahead and get off of here so that they can get started, and we can all go say hello to them too. So you guys head on over there, and I hope to see y'all again here next Thursday. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I'll see you guys then, okay? Thank you, Suburban. I appreciate you posting that. There's Old Alabama Gardener's channel. Y'all go check these people out, because they really are incredible. And let me tell you, it takes time to put out some of those videos. In fact, a lot of them. That's why I haven't had many going on lately. So you guys go check them out, and we'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.